What's up, guys? Welcome back to FIU Dynasty. If you missed last episode, go ahead and check it out. We did not end up winning the national championship, which is why we're 12-3 now, as opposed to whatever our record would be. But we're here doing the off season, starting with the players leaving tab. We saw a few players might want to transfer. We could have some big transfers happening. Let's go ahead and just dive right into the offseason here. Players leaving tab. Who is potentially leaving? We have Akeem Olubi going to the draft. Barry Gillikin going to the draft. I knew Olubi was probably going to go to the draft. No persuasion chance. Gillikin wants to go to the draft as well. Chamberlain wants to transfer from playing time. Wilbur wants to transfer as well. All these guys want to transfer to playing time or to the draft, but Larry Wooden wants playing style. And we're going to be losing a lot of seniors as well. A lot of guys to the draft. Like Jeff Cleveland, who's in that original class. Same thing with Manny Alfonso, Dion Briscoe, Cameron Tuttle, who's our first 5-star, Dennis Bowe, Evan Elias, Kevin Bibbs, projected to go round 2. Garrison Hill, projected to go round 1. Lobato, projected to go round 3. Keelan Pounds, Devontae Ham, TJ Poe, Howie Gibbs, projected to go round 6. Taylor Estrella, Marco Rubio, and Kiki Ibarra are all projected to go. So we could have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 potential guys drafted. Akeem Olubi has a 0% chance of persuasion, but we should be able to persuade everybody. Yeah, we just have enough. So we have 8 persuasion chances. 7 guys wanting to transfer. Akeem Olubi, there's a none. No chance. Obviously, he's going to the draft. So we could have a running back drafted in the first round, second round, and the third round in this upcoming draft. No, wait, a left guard. We could have a running back drafted in the 3 running backs drafted in the first 3 rounds. That'd probably be the first time ever. Barry Gillikin wants to go to the pro draft. He's our top receiver. Let's see if we can get him to stay, and he is not. So Barry Gillikin is also going to the draft. I think if Austin Chamberlain with Gillikin going, we could see more Austin Chamberlain. He wants playing time. We're going to try to get him back here, and he does not come back. Then we have D'Angelo Wilbur playing time. He should get some playing time this year, with a bunch of guys leaving. Playing time percentage chance is very low, and we do not get him back. And then we have Emmett Jordan, Craver, and then Larry Wood. And let's try to get these back. Emmett Jordan does not come back, okay? Jimmy Craver comes back, and then Larry Wooden does not come back. Okay, so we only get one guy to come back, Jimmy Craver. Outside of that, we are losing Olubi and Gillikin to the draft, Chamberlain, Wilbur, Jordan, and Larry Wooden all to the transfer portal. So unfortunate, but we do lose a lot of our top players now. We're going to have to replace these guys. We're going to be losing 2 of our quarterbacks, Emmett Jordan and Kiki Ibarra. We're going to be losing 4 running backs. Yeah, we're going to be very thin at running back. Good thing we got the 5-star recruit. We're going to be losing 4 wide receivers, a tight end. We're going to be losing only one offensive lineman. We're going to be losing 2 defensive tackles, 2 edge rushers. We're going to be losing 2 linebackers. Cameron Tuttle is kind of disappointing. He only got up to an 86. He was a 5-star recruit. We're going to be losing Manny Alfonso and Howie Gibbs, Keelan Pounds, and Evan Elias. So we're losing a ton of star power to the transfer portal or the NFL draft. But yeah, that's what happens when you get really good. Players are going to transfer because they're not getting playing time, or guys will go to the draft because they're too good to stay another year and want to get drafted. So we'll just go to next week, which is the opening of the transfer portal where we can make some damage, get some damage done. All right, if we look at the draft results, our pro potential should just go up quite a bit. We have Garrison Hill going in the first round. We have Akeem Olubi and Kevin Bibbs both in the second round. Then we have Derek Lobato in the third round. This is probably the first time ever that there's been 3 running backs from the same school picked in the first 3 rounds. That has to be draft history. And then we have Barry Gillikin going in the 4th and Howie Gibbs going in the 4th as well. So we had a total of 6 guys go in the first 4 rounds. That is pretty cool. But now we'll have to replace these guys in the transfer portal. We've already gotten some guys. We got a total of 13 guys before, but now we could still get some more guys to commit that we were going after earlier in the season. We have 39. We have 30 guys on the board. I'm going to make some room for some guys, but let's take a look at the transfer portal. Let's see some of the top prospects. We have the number 3 corner, Bobby Kiernan wants to come here. The number 6 player, the number 7 player, the 13th ranked player, 16th. Yeah, we can get a lot of guys. We can get a 4-star quarterback from the transfer, Gideon Agbana. So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and add a bunch of these guys to our board, and hopefully let's have a really good recruiting class. And we also are currently the 7th best. We could definitely get ourselves into the top 5 with a really good transfer portal and getting some of these other guys on our board on the team. So yeah, I'll do this off screen and I'll update you guys on the recruiting board. All right, so we've added 11 guys, or 12 or 11 transfer portal guys. We're going after, let's just go position by position. We're going after Gideon Agbana. Currently, we only have 3 quarterbacks on the roster. We have Danny Cornell, the Jimmy Craver, I believe, the one we got back, and then Taj Claiborne. And I would like to add another potential quarterback, maybe via the transfer portal or via recruiting. Running backs, we're currently going after Joseph Fayad as well, but we added Larry Warthen, going after a wide receiver, Stephon Nunn, going after 2 guards, Quan Kimball, Jalen Root, going after edge rushers Kevin Lambeau and Jamie Rich. I remember trying to get this guy. He ended up going to Georgia. We had him on our board or something. Paul Winthrop at D-tackle. Christian Emerson at Sam linebacker. Joey Sermons at Mike linebacker. Bobby Kiernan and Kendall VC at corner. And then safeties. We're not really going after any safeties because we've added 5 safeties. So I don't think we really need to add a 6th safety. But yeah, we're going after pretty much all 4-star transfers, all the top guys that were interested in us. So yeah, we also have to balance getting those guys and then getting some of these other guys to commit to us. But yeah, I'll go ahead and do this off camera or off screen, and I'll update you guys on the recruiting board. Okay, we are putting all of our hours into guys. Obviously, we're going to have some left over for next week, but we are throwing 50 onto Vi Wick. These are the high school guys. We're going to hope Ohio State and Oklahoma don't go after him. Otherwise, they're going to get him, and I would like to add a 4-star gem tight end. Nasir Galladay, we're also hard selling. He's visiting week 1. Joseph Fayad, we're throwing 40 into Cedric Hawker, 30 on Braden Elkins, 30 on Cole McTavish, 20 on Kamal Corbin. Are the guys you guys already know stuff about. And then we are looking at some of the transfer guys. So we're going to go over these guys. Gideon, we're throwing 35 into. He's a quarterback. He's at 91 throw power, 88 short, 89 medium. Bronze on time, silver step up. He could potentially be our quarterback. Depends on how much Danny Cornell progressed. But last year, Danny Cornell was not that good. So we're hoping that maybe Gideon could be the quarterback of the future. We'll see. Maybe Taj Claiborne progresses a lot, but he's only a 73. I don't think he's going to get that much higher of an overall in just one off season. Larry Warthen, a running back. He's only a freshman, so we would get him he'd be a sophomore when he comes in, but we'll have him for 2 years, I think. He'll have 88 speed. Not the fastest, but he'll have 95 change direction, gold safety valve, 86 catching. You can line up at wide receiver. Speaking of wide receiver, Stephen Nunn, a wide receiver with 94 speed, 96 spec catch, 90 release, 92 deep, double dip. He reminds me a lot of Barry Gillikin. Maybe not as tall as Barry Gillikin, but still very good. Fast speedster. Then we have corner Bobby Kiernan, number 3 ranked player in the transfer portal, who's got 96 speed, 96 change of direction, 96 L, 99 change of direction. He's got 93 zone, 90 catching, bronze or silver house call. Hoping his man coverage can get up a little bit higher, but he looks really, really good. We have Quan Kimball, a guard. I think guard is probably our biggest thing on offense on the offensive line. Whoops. Yeah, he's got really good pass blocking just all the way around. 89 run block power, run block finesse, 91 pass block power, pass block finesse. He's got all the abilities: bronze pocket shield, outside shield, inside shield, silver option shield. He looks really good. Jalen Root, another guard, not as well-rounded as Kimball, but still looks very good. He's got silver screen force, a quick step, a quick drop. He looks really good. Then we have Kevin Lambo, an edge rusher with 98 strength, 83 speed. So that's a pretty rare combination. Usually edge rushers in this game, I don't feel like have that high of strength, and he's got really good strength. Speaking of strength, Paul Anthrop, a defensive tackle with 97 strength, 88 block shedding, 99 tackling. Bronze inside disruptor, silver grip breaker, and workhorse. He looks really good. Another really good looking player is Joey Sermons at Mike linebacker. 93 speed, 93 excel, 93 tackle, 93 pursuit. Silver wrap up, blow up, and bronze hammer. He looks really good. We're not throwing any on VC or Emerson right now. We're throwing 25 into Jamie Rich, which is somebody I believe we went after in last year's cycle. His name is very familiar. He's got 89 strength, 82 speed, 84 power moves. He's in the transfer portal. Figured, why not? Let's go after him. So those are the updates here to recruiting. Hopefully some of these guys commit, like Cedric Hawker, maybe via Wick commits. Kamal Corbin should commit, so we should get those hours back at least. But yeah, that's the recruiting board looking like right now. So let's go and head to week 2 of off-season recruiting. All right, we add a Mike linebacker here in Cedric Hawker from Miami, Florida, 4-star. He's one of the high school guys we were going after. And we also add Kamal Corbin, 3-star gem right tackle from Boiling Springs, South Carolina, commit. So there we go. We add 2 guys to the board, which gives us 15 total guys now. To the transfer or to our recruiting class updates on the recruiting side. We are first for Joseph Fayad. He's in his top 3. We should be getting him. But on the recruiting side, we're 4th for Paul Anthrop, Stephen Dunn, 3rd for Agbana, 5th for Rich, 4th for Quan Kimball and Bobby Kieran, 2nd for Larry Worthen. Casey Regas is somebody we added at tight end. But yeah, we're going to be very competitive with some of these guys. Hopefully they have, interests that line up with our strengths, and we can get some complimentary visits so we can get some of these guys onto campus. And we have a special thing. We unlock talent developer. Go to coach abilities. So we got talent developer unlocked, which is awesome. We've now added 2 more guys to the recruiting class. Cedric Hawker, athlete, linebacker with 88 speed, 89 excel. He looks pretty solid. And then Kamal Corbin, 3-star. It's always nice to get some 3-star gems in there because you never know. Sometimes they can develop into some of your best players. Probably pretty late into their career, but they still end up becoming very good. But, yeah. So that is all we have to update on some of these. Some of these guys are in their top 5s already. So, yeah, let's go ahead here. And I'll do this off screen, and I'll update you guys on the recruiting board. All right, updates to the recruiting board. It appears that Ohio State and Oklahoma withdrew their offers from Viwick, so we should be getting him. Nazir Galladay, we're still battling with Virginia Tech to try to get him. We should be getting Fayad. We're the only team offering our Brady Elkins now. Keenan Winthrop, we're first for. Newhouse, we're first for. McTavish, we should be getting the transfer guys. We're throwing 50 on pretty much everybody we want. We're also hard selling on some of these guys, but we have scheduled visits for Paul Anthrop, Stephen Nunn, Gideon. So we'll have the boost with quarterback, wide receiver, and then defensive tackle and edge rusher with Jamie Rich. So we're going 50 in everybody. We're hard selling on some of these guys. So yeah, hopefully those boosted visits help us add some more guys to the recruiting board. So yeah, let's go next week. All right, we're in a recruiting battle with Pittsburgh for Cole McTavish, which is awesome. We're first for Stephen Nunn and Gideon right now with that boosted visit. We're second for Joey Sermons. We're still, trying to work our way up in some of these recruiting battles. Like we're second for sermons, but hopefully we should be getting um, complimentary visits. So we can only schedule 4 guys this week. Um, so yeah, I'm hoping that we get some good boosts that help us add some more guys. But we didn't get anybody else committed, which sucks. But we're currently first for VIU. We should be getting them. I know it says that we're not going to be able to outpace to beat Ohio State. But if they do commit somewhere else, I don't know if they'll commit Ohio State. But sometimes it says they commit somewhere, but like if you're the only person offered a scholarship, they'll decommit and then go to you. So maybe that's what's going to happen with VIU here. This year, Galladay, we're still barely ahead of Virginia Tech. They might overtake us. We should be getting Joseph Fayad. Now Arkansas and Florida are going after Braden Elkins. Kenan Winthrop we should be getting. Newhouse we should be getting. McTavish. I don't know. Maybe we'll be able to outbeat Pittsburgh. I don't know. Maybe not. But yeah, we're starting to get towards the last few days to add these guys to our board here. So I'll do these guys off screen or do these visits and I'll update you guys on the recruiting board. All right, we had to do a lot of hard selling and a lot of maneuvering around points here, but we're still throwing 50 on Braden Elkins, this year Galladay, and VIU, 40 on Fayad. We were only throwing 50 on Winthrop and 5 on Jared Newhouse. We had to, again, move around minutes so we can get guys scheduled visits. But we have Cole McTavish. Okay, we have Joey Sermons visiting week 3. We also have Quan Kimball visiting week 3. And then we have Larry Warthen visiting week 3 with the guard, so that gets a boost. And then Kevin Lambeau, the edge rusher, and the Mike linebacker get a boost. And then we also have Doxson. We added him for a week 4 visit just so we can get the boost on Bobby Kiernan for that week 4 visit. And we're hard selling on everybody that we can hard sell on, or it makes sense to hard sell on. So yeah, hopefully we can add some more guys. We should be getting at least 2 more guys on the board for this final week to free up more hours to go after maybe more players. And there we go. We add another running back, Joseph Fayad from Nelsonville, Ohio, the 4-star gem running back. We also add will linebacker Cole McTavish from Culver, Indiana. Welcome to the team. And then we also add Jamie Rich, edge rusher. That's our first transfer commit from Miami, Florida. 4-star is coming. So we now added 3 guys. We're in a recruiting battle with Miami for Stephen Nunn and Michigan for Gideon, which isn't great because you usually lose those. But we are 3rd for Kiernan. He's visiting this week, however. 2nd for Galladay. We're now 2nd for Galladay and Elkins. But we're 1st for Sermons, Quan Kimball, Paul Winthrop, Larry Wharton, Jalen Root, Kevin Lambeau now. But we do get locked out of Kendall VC, and Casey Regas does go to Miami. So at least it frees up some more spots so we can add some more guys to the board. But yeah, was not expecting Jamie Rich to straight up commit, but he does, which now gives us quite a bit more guys. Fayad makes that 16. McTavish makes it 17. So we'll have 18 guys now officially committed here to FIU. Look at Joseph Fayad. We looked at him, 4-star gem running back, 86 speed, 92 excel, contact seeking power back. We don't really have a contact seeking power back anymore. He's not the biggest guy either. He's only 5'9", 204 pounds, but a contact seeker, like maybe he's like a Maurice Jones-Drew type. Not the biggest guy, not the tallest, like 6'1", 6'2", but he's like a bowling ball. We got Cole McTavish over Pittsburgh, and then we got Jamie Rich. So there we go. We had another edge rusher, but we're still fighting for some of these guys. Like we're not going to get this year Galladay. We just don't have the right cells. And Elkins got a visit unless we can schedule a visit and steal some of these guys. But yeah, unfortunately, it's looking like we're not going to get some of these guys. But yeah. But yeah, I'll update you guys on the recruiting board after we're done here. Updates to the recruiting board here. We aren't going to be getting Nasir Galladay. Unfortunate. We're not going to get Braden Elkins either. But we should be getting Winthrop, Jared Newhouse. We should be getting Joey Sermons. Quan Kimball is an I don't know. SMU has a visit. Anthrop's also got a lot of these guys have visits week 4 that are coming down to the last thing. We have week 4 visit with Bobby Kiernan. Hopefully, Michigan's visiting with Gideon. Hope these last recruits are coming down the last week. We also added some more guys. We added linebacker Jason LeCount. Doesn't look too bad. He's got gold blow up, 84 speed, 89 excel, Duke Mast, 99 change of direction, zone coverage safety. So we added some other guys to the board. But yeah, this last week is going to be huge to see if we do end up getting some more commits. But we now have the number 4 ranked class in the nation with 4 or 5 stars, 13 4-stars, and a 3-star. But we should be getting some more guys. So hopefully we could potentially. I don't think we're able to beat Georgia, but we should maybe get the number 2 ranked class in the nation. So I know we have a ton of hours left over, but we can't really spend them on anything. So let's go to next week and hope we get some big commits. And our first commit is wide receiver Keenan Winthrop, 4-star high school recruit from Charlestown, Indiana. Our second commit here is Mike linebacker, 4-star, number 6 ranked player in the portal, Joey Sermons from San Ramon, California. We add right guard Jalen Root, 4-star from the transfer portal. We add Kevin Lambo, right edge rusher from Grantsburg, Wisconsin. Another guy in the transfer portal. This is not a transfer portal. High school kicker Jared Newhouse. We add defensive tackle Paul Anthrop, which is awesome. He looks really good. We add 3-star transfer Jason LeCount. We add cornerback Duke Mast, and that is it. So we lost out on a ton of guys. Are you kidding me? We lost out on like half of our. Oh my God. We lost out on Warthen. He signed with Clemson. We lost out on Kimball, Nunn, Kiernan, quarterback, the tight end. Jesus, we lost out all the top guys. We only added 9 guys in this transfer portal, or in this final week. Viawick, he should come to us because he should keep it to us or be on the roster because we're the only team who offer him a scholarship unless he wants to be a 4-star walk-on at Ohio State. We didn't get Nasir Galladay. Unfortunately, we didn't get Braden Elkins. Unfortunately, we didn't get Quan Kimball. We didn't get Stephen Nunn. We didn't get Bobby Kiernan. We didn't get Gideon. We didn't get Larry Warthen. We didn't get a lot of guys, and we obviously didn't get Jalen Doxson. But we did get a total of 27 guys, but Viawick is going to be on the team because we're the only people offering him a scholarship. So we only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Only got 7 players from the transfer portal. But if we look at the top class, we did finish with the number 2 class in the nation. Georgia is the best, has the best. It's going to be hard to beat Georgia. They usually are very good at recruiting. They had 267 points, and we had 151. We barely beat Ohio State. But that is unfortunate. But we'll check out the dev traits here of everybody. I think we checked everybody's up to John Webb. Okay, so these next 14 guys, we don't know their dev trait. Starting with Cedric Hawker is an elite dev, athlete, thumper, linebacker. That is awesome. Kamal Corbin is an impact. Joseph Fayad is a star. Cole McTavish is just normal. Jamie Rich from the transfer portal has impact. Viawick has elite. That's awesome. He should be on the team. This usually does happen. This happens at least once every recruiting cycle where we're the only team who's offered him a scholarship at the end of his thing. Yeah, so he should be on the team. Keenan Winthrop has impact. Jared Newhouse is normal. Joey Sermons has elite. Paul Anthrop has star. We might only have these guys for a year or two. Jalen Root has impact. Kevin Lambeau has impact. Jason LeCount has star. And then Duke Mast has impact. So not the big giant recruiting class with the transfer portal guys, but we did add a lot of 4 stars with 4, or 5 stars with 4, the second most in the nation. So, and then 4 stars we're about like 6th for that. But we can now change positions. We see Paul Anthrop's a 91, Joey Sermon's a 91. Oh my gosh, all these guys are going to be very high overall. Jalen Root's at 86. We'll see if this team is as good as last year. A 95 or 96 was the team overall last year. I don't know how good this team is. Definitely, I would say a 90 overall at minimum. But we do have some athletes, Cedric Hawker and Andy Jackson. We saw Hawker is listed as a linebacker, and Andy Jackson's listed as a edge rusher. His best position is at edge, so it's left edge or right edge. We currently have a lot of edge rushers now with these guys. I think we're going to move him to left edge just to kind of balance out the amount of edge rushers we have at each spot. So Cedric Hawker is going to be moving to left edge where he's listed as a speed rusher. No, he was a linebacker. Andy Jackson was the edge rusher. Let's look at where. Never mind. I was looking at the wrong guy. Let's look at his potential pass rush. 76 finesse moves, 68 finesse moves, 73 block shedding. Yeah, probably not gonna be an edge rusher. We'll see where we fit. We have a ton of wheel linebackers. We'll probably slide him in at Sam. He'll be a 74 overall at Sam linebacker. And then we have our other athlete, Andy Jackson, who will move to left edge there. So those are the athletes. That's where they're going. But like I usually do, we'll go on every player and we'll see if we end up making position changes. I usually never make position changes. Like I don't move like a wide receiver to like corner or corner to wide receiver or wide receiver to running back. But we'll see how some of these guys look at other positions. So yeah, I'll tell you guys if we make any major position changes. All right, so I didn't end up making any position changes. I just moved like guys from left guard to right guard, so we have like an even amount. So yeah, we didn't move anybody from like wide receiver to corner or running back to like linebacker or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, those are all the position changes we made. And now let's go ahead to progression. Should be the next thing. And we just leveled up a lot. We got 13,000 experience. We're still only a 3.5-star school. So maybe winning a few more playoff games gets us to a 4-star. Maybe winning a national title gets us to a 4-star. But we get elite recruiter now, which is awesome. So we unlock elite recruiter and talent developer. We also get Markel Swain upping his dev trait to star. But let's look at training results. And look at this. We have Joey Sermons up to a 94. Cornellstead a 93. Let's go position by position at quarterback. Here we have Jimmy Craver gets +6. Todd Claiborne gets a +3. So we'll probably see Danny Cornell as the starter again. But we see some decent progression from Taj Claiborne, who could potentially replace Danny Cornell. Looking at running back. Yeah, running back's not going to be as good as last year, definitely. Mafu Choi, though, gets +3. He will be our highest rated running back at an 82. And then Fidu Sewell gets a +1. Stubbs gets a +1. Wide receiver, we get +3 for Cole Novak, +3 for Josh Ahmed, +6 for Jalen Coleman, the former 5-star. 3 for Paris Perkins, 4 for Boozer and Leinhart. You see a lot of green. You like to see this stuff. We see Paris Perkins has 98 speed now. He got a +3. Ahmed's a 98, so we're looking pretty good at wide receiver. Tight end, tight end usually doesn't really develop very well. From what I've seen from this dynasty, we see Stokes gets a +1, Daly gets a +2, Swoop gets a +2, Rowland gets a +1. Looking at left tackle, Kane Sakakia is up to a 90 overall. Tiger Riddick's up to an 85. Rico Emanuel up to an 84. Adrian Kashama +7 to an 81. York gets a +4. Chen gets a +2. At center, we see Matthew Neely to an 85. Rayshawn Allers up to an 83. Right guard Jalen Root up to a 91 overall. Lockett up to an 85. Dante Head up to an 80. Cortland Ezeki up to a 75. Right tackle Eric Mayo +2. We see +1 for Trayvon Volk. We see a +7 for Marquez Carney. Looking at edge, we get a +3 for Markel Swain. +5 for Talia Handy. +3 for Devontae Greenlaw. Right edge, we get +2 for Lonnie Queen. Kevin Lamba +4 for Jane Rich. +2 for Kenyon Carruthers. Defensive tackle, we get +2 for Dom Stevens. +4 for Jimmy Johnson. Anthrop doesn't go up. +3 for Sparks. 5 for Warrior. 4 for Adler. Only 1 for Turpin. Looking at linebackers, +3 for Alfonso. +1 for Alonzo. We have Alfonso and Alfonso. Okay. Mike linebacker, Joey Sermon's got +3, +2 for Leodore, +4 for Lee Boggs, +2 for Quincy Haslam. Will +2 for Lyle Beard, +2 for LeCout, +2 for Streets, +6 for DJ Lamar. Corners, +3 for Tremaine Gillikin, +4 for Micah Santa, +6 for Trevor Elling, another 5-star, +11 from Kevin Branham. That's pretty cool. +7 for Alexander Paxson, 4 for Mast, 3 for Downshaw Roth. Safeties, +2 for Greg Glenn, +2 for Abdul Dunn. And then Taylor Centeno, +4. Hugh Duck, +6. Kofi Ibarra, +1. Safeties haven't developed amazingly so far. We'll probably see true freshmen start at free safety. Alex Spann doesn't go up at all. Kevin Averill gets a +1. So, yeah, we do see some nice boosts for some of these guys. I don't know if this is a better team than last year. Maybe it's better than a 96 overall to start. I guess we'll have to see when we look at the overall. When we jump to next week here. As you see, we're only at 95 overall. 96 offense, 94 defense. Still very good overall, but not as good as last year. Obviously, we lost a ton of players. Maybe this overall goes up when we encourage transfers, but we have to encourage only 5 transfers for this season. Okay, last year was like 11. But let's go ahead here and start making some cuts. All right, one of our first cuts we're going to make is our first encouraged transfer is Sam Chen. He's currently our second worst rated guard, and he's a junior. We have better guys ahead of him on the depth chart. He's going to be a senior next year. I don't see him getting any playing time anyway, so we're going to encourage Sam Chen to transfer. Another player we're going to encourage to transfer here is Lee Adler. He's a junior again. He's our lowest rated defensive tackle. We have a bunch of guys over him, so unfortunately he is going to be going somewhere else. Another player we're going to encourage to transfer here is Sam linebacker Emmett Biley. We have a lot of Sam linebackers. He's a senior. There's freshmen I'd rather play over him. I don't see him getting any playing time, so we're going to encourage him to transfer. All right, another cut transfer we're going to make here is Quincy Haslam. He's 7'9". He's a junior. We just added. I feel like it's pretty easy to recruit linebackers so far. I feel like it's been pretty easy to recruit linebackers, so I feel like that's somebody we can just recruit and maybe get in the transfer portal. That would be better than Haslam next year. So we're going to encourage Haslam to transfer, and we just need one more player to transfer. Okay, and I think our last transfer here is going to be Kenyon Rowland. We added Vi Wick. He wants to transfer anyways because of playing style. So we're going to let Kenyon Rowland encourage to transfer. So we have 85 out of 85 guys, which is the max we can have. We're not going to make any conference changes, but we'll go to 2031 now. Oh, and apparently our overall is now a 99. So we're a 99 overall across the board, it says. I think that's just because we cut out some of the bottom players in that boost our overall. But yeah, we're currently sitting at a 99 overall right now. We're ranked number 6 in the preseason polls, behind Ole Miss, Alabama, Ohio State, Georgia, and Miami. So we're starting number 6 ranked in the nation. I want to see some preseason All-Americans here if we have any. It's going to be a lot of Ohio State, Alabama, Miami, Georgia guys. ACC preseason first team. Do we have anybody? It's a lot. It's all Miami. What about second team? Come on, you're telling me we don't have anybody on second team? We have one guy on any preseason team. It's Joey Sermons. There at Mike linebacker. This team, I don't know how this team's 99 overall. I think the overalls are kind of weird this game. Yeah, I don't think this is a 99 overall team. But that will do it for today's episode. Yeah, like we definitely got way worse at running back. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed season. This will be what, season 7, 7th year of FIU football will be coming your way shortly. That would probably be next week because tomorrow's Friday, and then tomorrow will be a Jets video. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this episode of FIU Dynasty. I know it wasn't the big recruiting class or transfer portal class we were hoping for, but we still made some big signings. But hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time on Jets Franchise. Peace.